마. 하루 종일 머릿속에 네 미소만. 우리 그냥 한번 만나볼래요. 나 오늘부터 너랑 잠을 한번 자볼 거야. 너 매일매일 내게 전화도 할 거야. 밀가루 못 먹는 나를 달래서라도 너랑 맛있는 걸 먹으러 다닐 거야. 너무 sweet한 날 정말 달콤한 걸. 너무 sweet한 날. 그냥 좋아한단 말도 안 되는가요? 솔직하게 난 말하고 싶어요. 사라져 아니 사라지지 마. 내 맘을 보여줘 아니 보여주지 마. 하루 종일 머릿속에 네 미소만. 우리 그냥 한번 만나볼래요. 나 오늘부터 너랑 잠을 한번 자볼 거야. 너 매일매일 내게 전화도 할 거야. 밀가루 못 먹는 나를 달래서라도 너랑 맛있는 걸 먹으러 다닐 거야. 사랑은 이렇게 생기는 게 아니겠어. 어쩌면 내 맘의 반쪽을 내게 걸어본 건데 나는 오늘도 내게 잘 것만 같아도 난 한 번 더 너에게 다시 달려가 볼 거야.
어느 날 세상이 멈춰서 아무런 예고도 하나 없이 꿈은 기다림을 몰라서 눈치 없이 와버렸어. 발자국이 지워진 거리 여기 넘어져있는 나 혼자 가는 시간이 미안해 말도 없이
오늘도 비가 내릴 것 같아. 흠뻑 젖어버린 날 아직도 멈추질 않아. 저 먹구름보다 빨리 달려가. 그럼 될 줄 알았는데 나 겨우 사람인가 봐. 몹시 아프네 세상이란 놈이 지갑기. 덕분에 눌러보는 먼지 쌓인 배갑기. 넘어진 채 청하는 엇박자의 춤. 겨울이 오면 내 시가 더 뜨거운 숨.
끝이 보이지 않아. 출구가 있긴 한가만히 뜨지지 않아. 잠시 두 눈을 감아 여기 내 손을 잡아 저 미래로 달아나자. Like an echo in the forest 하루가 돌아오겠지. 아무래도 없던 듯이 Yeah, life goes on Like an arrow in the blue sky 또 하루 또 날아갔지. On my pillow, on my table Yeah, life goes on like it's okay. Yeah, 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 yeah.
새로운 시작은 늘 설레게 하지 모든 걸 이겨낼 것처럼 시간을 뒤쫓는 시계바늘처럼 앞질러 가고 싶어 하지 그어놓은 손을 넘어 저마다 삶을 향해 때론 원망도 하겠지 그 선을 먼저 넘지 말라고 I can fly the sky Never gonna stay 내가 지쳐 쓰러질 때까지 어떤 이유도 어떤 변명도 지금 내겐 용기가 필요해 하지 않아도 내 꿈을 응원해 또 마지막을 가질 테니 부러진 것처럼 한 발로 뛰어도 난 나의 길을 갈 테니까 지금 너를 위한 약속 멈추지 않겠다고 또 하나를 앞지르면 곧 너의 뒤를 따라잡겠지 원하는 대로 다가질 거야 그게 바로 내 꿈일 테니까 변한 건 없어 버티고 버텨 내 꿈은 더 담담해질 테니 다시 시작해 다시는 나를 잃고 싶지
Hai, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh and welcome everyone to Get to Know Us 2.0. So, how was your day today? Can you guys hear my voice clearly, audience? Alright, so a short information about Get to Know Us 2.0. Okay, this program, Get to Know Us 2.0, is actually a program organized by the Academic Affairs Divisions of KLMSS in collaboration with KLM Language Club. So basically, Get to Know Us 2.0 is a platform where our speakers will share their experiences and also their journey in learning foreign languages. So basically, tonight is the second night for our program. Yesterday's night was the first night where we have Sister Alia for Japanese session and also Madam Marini for French session. And for tonight, we are going to have another two speakers. First session is going to be Korean session, and later on, second session will be on Mandarin session. So before we start our program, I would like to remind everyone, our audiences, don't forget to fill in our Google form in the description box, registration form and also evaluation form. So without further ado, I would like to invite our speaker for tonight, Miss Shafika. Welcome, Miss Shafika, to the screen.
Hello, Assalamualaikum. 안녕하세요.
Waalaikumsalam. Annyeonghaseyo.
안녕하세요. 안녕하세요. How is everyone tonight? Everybody's good? 괜찮아요?
괜찮아요.
Tadi nggak like
Tak dapat nak dengar audience kita malam ni. Okay, Miss Shafika, what can I call you for tonight's session? Which one do you prefer? Is it Miss Shafika or Sister Shafika or Shafika Samsani?
Well, I think usually people will go with Nurul Sam or Shafika Sam. It's easier. Well, the long one is Shafika Sam saying name, but they just shorten up. So you can call me Nurul Sam. 괜찮아요.
Nurul Sam. Okay, so I'll go
네.
for Nurul Sam. Okay,
Okay.
so Nurul Sam, are you ready to start our session for tonight?
Yes, I'm ready. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right.
So, we are going to start our session, and maybe we can our backstage committee can present this slide already. Do you want this? Oh yeah, yeah. You're going to present the slide yourself, right?
Yes, I am.
Alright, so let us move on to our first session. I'm not going to introduce Nurul some more because she will introduce her background, her study background, her education and career background in her slide. So I'm
That's
sure
right.
it's going to be fine. So let us start.
Right. Thank you very much, Tasha. 감사합니다. All right. So, welcome again, you guys. Yeah, 안녕하세요. 안녕하세요. 누르쌤입니다. 반갑습니다. So, I'm pretty sure that, you guys coming here tonight, semua orang pasti ada, minat Korean or either Korean language. 그치? 그렇죠? Or you have watched Sweet Game or, all the Korean dramas, K-pop songs and everything. So, 그러면은 오늘 오시는 것을 환영합니다. 예. All right. So today, presented just now by Tasha. So I will present about Korea itself, or Korean language. If you have any interested, how to learn, how to learn Korea in IIUM. So we offer Korean language along with other foreign language like French, Japanese, Mandarin. And also Korean language, of course, in KLM, IIUM Pago. All right. So I will present about that. And if you have more bigger ambitions, like I want to study in Korea, I want to go to Korea, I also have interesting information for you too. All right. So let's get to the slides. All right. Let me just prepare for a while. All right. I wonder if you can see my slide. Is it okay?
Not yet. We can see it. Backstage committee. Okay.
Is it okay?
Yeah, we can see now.
Okay, alhamdulillah. All right, now let's get started. 시작해볼까요, 여러분? Okay, so like I mentioned just now, we are going to talk about the Korean language session with me, the first session today. So before we start, I hope that, the audience today, I'm not sure how many people are in now, but, to just, warm up a little bit, I wanted to ask, maybe you can answer in the chat box, have you been to Korea? Anyone? 서울, 제주, 부산 가봤어요? 한국에? Or you wanted to go to Korea? Yes? I can see the chat. Well, of course, before this, we are restricted. We cannot go to Korea, but hopefully, one day we all, it's kind of open, so we can go actually. So hopefully we all can go with our own expenses to Korea, because it's a really, really nice place to go for travel and also to learn about the culture itself. Selain daripada tengok dalam drama aja, now you can go by yourself. 직접 가보세요. Okay? All right. And then the second one, do you know any Korean words? There I have a few there. 안 돼. 진짜. 또 알아요? 어떤 거 알아요? 혹시?
I know 사랑해.
Oh, 사랑해요. It's very important. betul tak? 사랑해요. 감사합니다. 오빠, 아줌마, 아저씨, 라면 pun ada. 괜찮아, 괜찮아. All right, so there are, even though you are not, or maybe some people, they don't really learn, officially learn Korean language, but they know a few Korean words, which is interesting because, these days, Korean language is one of the, how can I say, popular language to learn. Okay. All right. So let's move on next. All right. Are you a K-pop or a K-drama fan? Saja nak tanya, saya nak tahu. Ada ke? I'm looking.
I'm
reading the
pretty sure
chat.
a lot of audience tonight is a K-pop or K-drama fan.
Oh, I'm pretty sure too. Saja nak tanya. Alright, because if you start talking about K-pop or K-drama, things gonna get long. So I just saja ada kata, oh terjawab dah Stray Kids katanya. Syahira Yusof. Okay, anyway, good, that you have something, that you love about Korea, regardless what it is. Alright, and let's move on. One more point I wanted to ask is, do you like Korean food? 한국 음식 좋아하세요? 좋아하시나요? gitu. Oh, yes! 네. What kind of food did you like? Para audience sekalian, 여러분들이 어떤 음식을 좋아해요? 비빔밥. apa lagi? Tteokbokki paling famous. And then we have a lot of actually, these days, a lot of Korean fusion food, even though sekarang tepi jalan or pergi pasar malam pun ada Korean food. I cannot imagine that 15 years back, when I was first fell in love in Korea or Korean language itself, nobody know about K-pop. Nobody know where's Korea. Nobody knows that, So these days, a lot, everything semua Korea. Okay. So this is the generation of Korea, I guess. All right. And kimchi pun ada, of course. All right. And the last one, I think this is the most important thing to ask, regarding this session tonight. That is, are you interested in learning Korean language? Are you? 혹시 한국어를 공부하고 싶어요? 배우고 싶어요? 한국어를? Alright, ataupun di sini memang dah ada student SEM ke, ataupun insyaAllah in the future we'll be learning Korean together us in the class. Yes.
I'm your student,
okay.
sir.
Yes, apa tu?
I'm your student.
Oh ya, hai. Ni yang jenis tutup kamera semua saya tak tahu muka dia. But anyway, nice to meet you. Or like, if you are interested, and some student they want to join the class, tapi class clash lah, tak boleh masuk lah. So, it's okay, because insyaAllah we will always continue having the elective course for Korean every semester. Selagi daya boleh kita akan adakan. Don't worry, 걱정하지 마세요, 여러분. Alright, 사진 nak warm up. So the thing is, thank you for your answers. Yeah, 고맙습니다. Alright, so the content today, what I'm going to explain is, I'm going to talk about my experiences, so that you guys can make as an inspiration, or ataupun you can see like, oh rupanya jalan like this that you can go, this kind of way that now you're doing undergrad, and then after that what can I do? I want to go to Korea, but how? Okay. So you come to the right place to, get the information. So inshallah, I will, explain that later. And then I also will talk about the study plan, Korean, how to study in Korea in KLM itself. All right. And then the last one, I'm sorry. So the next, if if you're done in KLM, if you want to go further, I want to go study in Korea. So I also have that. And then the future prospect, after you're done with everything, what are you going to do with the Korean skills that you have? Okay. All right. So let's get into it. Right. So first of all, my experience. Bukan nak saja cerita, but I just want to show you, this could be you or maybe more than this. Gitu. All right. Let's see. Now, about me a little bit lah saja je, walaupun tak adalah nak penting sangat kan, tapi just about to talk about me. So 저는 IIUM KLM에서 한국어를 가르치는 선생님 누르 샤피카이라고 합니다. 네, 그러면은 저는 한국에서 6년 동안 살았고 거기에서는 마스터 디그리 그리고 일도 했습니다. 사주지 bagi sikit lah. So what I said was I am teaching right now in IIUM KLM UAE Pago. Okay, so I've been living in Korea before, about I think about 6 or 7 years. I just came back last year. So I studied there. I did my master degree. And I work also this too. All right. So currently I am teaching in Korea in Pago. Tadi dah cakap dah, lupa pula. Okay. And how did I start to learn Korea? Ini dia. Okay. So I think a lot of us can relate. It started with one Korean song and one Korean drama, and then it developed, the love developed into passion, and then in more curiosity about the culture, about the people. And I made that I put more into that I have a big dream. I want to go to Korea. Tak kira macam mana, I want to go to Korea. Tak kira untuk travel ke, nak stay sana untuk kerja ke, or to study or whatever, I want to go to Korea. So since that, since listen to Korea and everything, so I put that into my mind that I have a goal to do. So itu lagi, come to this, my education background. So after, I have, put a mission in I put mindset into it, and then I applied for undergraduate. I applied to IUM, sorry, University Malaya. Okay, Alhamdulillah, I got accepted over there, and they have, I'm so excited for this course. Masa dulu kan tak banyak sangat Korea kan, so I'm so excited. They offered East Asian Studies, especially for Korean studies. So that actually they have Mandarin and Japanese, and I am the Korean studies. Okay, so what is it? Thankfully, I am guided by very, very, supportive community, supportive lecturers and professors. I have, that supports me about my dreams. And, I work really hard. I polish my pointer and everything. So I am offered a lot of programs, and I mean programs to go to Korea. So this is some of it, which is the Asian Youth Camp, where I'm offered to go there to do a camp about 2 weeks. Sebenarnya camp tu jalan-jalan je, so buat travel 2 minggu. Oh my god, so good. Okay, summer camp, exchange program, and after I'm done, after I graduated UM, and I'm thinking that this is not enough. I want more. So I applied to study in Korea. So Alhamdulillah also, I did the interview in Korean embassy in Malaysia, Korean embassy in Malaysia. So I applied for KGSP scholarship program, which is the Korean government scholarship program. So I did interview, I got it, Alhamdulillah, and then I have to go through the what is it? This Korean language training for a year. So intensively, I have basics already. So but learning Korea in Malaysia and in Korea is different feeling. You can learn more, you can experience more, you learn faster, and you can apply whatever you learn in the class outside. So that's really good. So yeah, I did that. And I also, after done with the language training, I continued my master degree for about 2 years, majoring in Korean language, education, and Korean studies. Alright, so jadinya itulah dia. Jadi langsung saya dengan korang sekarang. Alright, and after that, actually during my my education time or my learning time, during my master, so I think that bazirnya kalau just duduk saja, of course dah pergi jalan-jalan sambil study kan. But also I did try some, part-time job. So I did some translation, transcription. I think one time I did a translation, I think transcription for one of the variety show for K-pop. Yeah, I did try that. It's harder than I thought, but it's really fun to do that. I did my internship in the university, Hanyang University itself, and then I also work in the Korean company. This one is my full-time job lah. Okay, after graduated in Hanyang, I worked there, and then I stayed more. I think about 3 years more, and I just came back last year. I work in Kowe HQ also, and also tada, I'm here currently in Pago lah. Gitu. Okay, so this is my working experience. So how can how can you relate with this? Maybe you can create your own path. Like, this is my path. Maybe for you, maybe lepas ni nak sambung master juga di Korea pun boleh juga. Or maybe you just want to do not not the master degree, but you would just want to do the Korean language training itself. Itu sahaja pun ada offered in Korea. Okay, so just that you have to rajin a little bit lah untuk cari mana info universities and everything, because Korea, I can say that they are happy to accept foreigners to come to the country and learn in their country. Yeah, if you're like rajin enough to find the scholarship, insyaAllah you might find it. Tapi itulah again rezeki setiap orang macam tu. Right. Okay, everything's okay? Okay. So let's see. If you ask my experience as a Korean language learner, I can say that I'm also like you. Okay, maybe I start with zero because we are both not native Korean, right? So I can say the whole experience is very fun experience. Okay, so it started with Hangul. Anybody knows Hangul here? Ada yang tahu Hangul? I think everybody, or maybe my students should know, yeah, Hangul, okay, the Korean writing itself. So it is one of the easiest or apa ni systematic writing. So I learned it by myself. So nak cakap bahawa kalau memang minat Korea, you can actually learn Hangul. Baca Korea tu boleh baca sendiri. Tapi maybe after that you do need a guide. How to read it properly with the pronunciation and everything, but it's possible to learn it by yourself. Because why? There's handful of resources out there in the internet. Okay, back then when I was learning before, memang susah nak cari. You have to really have the book. Tapi sekarang if you just click it, nak belajar Korea semua ada. Macam tu. So you can also learn about the grammar structure and everything. Kenapa orang Korea suka cakap banyak yo gitu kan. 사랑해요, 감사해요, 싫어요, 좋아요, semua yo why? Itu dia. You can learn the grammar as well. Macam tu. 보고 싶어요 pun ada, 안녕하세요 pun ada juga. Okay, alright. Right, so far so good, yeah? Okay. So second base. So once you have said maybe, okay, now you have to sit down. If you're really, really into Korean language and you want to go to Korea, so you have to sit down and take the passion inside of you. Bukan sahaja, saya suka bahasa Korea sebab saya suka K-pop, sebab saya suka Korean drama. But actually take that passion inside of you, minat tu kan, and then you turn into something else which can help you into your life. So how is it? So maybe you can learn it officially, where like I mentioned just now, we do offer Korean language in KLM. Okay, so this is the study plan. Tada. Okay, macam ni. Alright. So in KLM, Korean language is actually currently elective course. So we focus only on beginners, where we learn all the fun way. Hopefully fun lah dalam kelas ada murid SEM semua boleh haksing there, right? How to read Korean Hangul and how to write Korean Hangul. Expressions and all the interesting topics, as well as the basic Korean culture also will be taught in the class. So that you guys can have the competency to do a simple daily communication lah. Simple pun tak apa, because we start from basic dulu. Because this one is selective, so you cannot go tiba-tiba nak cakap macam Lee Min Ho kan, tak ada lah. Tiba-tiba. So you need more effort to come to that place. Even I have no confidence to talk to Lee Min Ho. But anyway, that's not the case. So what we offer here in KLM is insyaAllah we are developing the minor program, now is elective kan, so maybe we will develop the minor program to keep up with the current demands, which is a lot of students I know are interested to learn this language. Gitu. Okay, so of course again the study objectives to read and write, to listen for listening, so that nanti one day that once you listen to your Korean song or you listen to you watch your Korean drama, you can understand at least a little bit pun jadilah. Itulah point dia. Macam tu. And then also you can speak. If you go to Korea, you can when you travel, you can speak to the ajumadari. How good is that? You can practice there. All right. Okay. So this is the topics that we offer. Okay, in Korean for Korean language. So we have actually, okay, untuk maybe nanti who knows, nanti ada yang daripada kuliah lain ya watching these. So we have KORN is the course code, okay, Korean level 1, level 2 and level 3. Hangugo, okay, Hangugo. So we have this. Well, actually 1, 2, 3 is all beginners. It's all beginners, okay? Belum intermediate, belum lagi advanced, okay? It is not equivalent to outside punya level 2 or level 3, because again, now we are all just elective dulu lah, right? Okay, so all these beginners, that's why we have all these very fun apa ni, topics. You can see from Hangul, we have greetings, numbers, dates, family, and we have transportation, travel, shopping lagi, SNS atau tak SNS, okay, online communication, and then we have about appearance, emotion, appearance, beauty standard pun ada kita belajar in the class, gitu. And the last one, this is my favorite actually, Korean food and culture. Okay, Korean food yang penting. Okay, so I hope that if you guys are interested, you feel like, oh, I want to learn about this culture, Korean culture, so please welcome to our class. Okay, so how? All right, so the thing is how is you have to go through this 1 2 3 level. Okay, so the first one is the basic one, so you don't have to have any basic knowledge about Korea. It's no prerequisite. Okay, but if you upgrade it to level 2, which is the second one, yeah, second part 2 lah, contohnya konon-konon lah part 2, so you need to have Korean 1, level 1, KORN 1301. To have number 3, you have to have KORN number 2. Macam tu lah. So it's like a sequence. All right. And I wanted to stress here that, if you have already set your mind to, ini same goes to any of the languages, yes, and you want to go Japanese ke, Mandarin ke, French ke, or Korean. So once you have set your mind that you want to take this language as your minor, like misal kata contoh lah, in future we have minor, or kalau tak minor pun, you can just, you have to, how can I say, is we highly recommend you to finish all the levels sampai 1, 2, 3. Jangan celup sini, celup sini, celup sini. That is not recommended, unless if you can cover all. Maksudnya you are belajar level 1, ambil part 1 pun dah pandai dah. So lain cerita lah. Because why? Because we want to encourage you to at least finish the one complete set, so that you have the competency untuk basic, betul-betul complete untuk basic tu. Macam tu. Kalau tak sikit-sikit. Kalau contoh lah, okay, you just take part 1 sahaja and then tahu cakap apa? 안녕하세요, 감사합니다, 사랑해요. 그것만 알아요. 다른 거 몰라요. yang lain semua tak tahu, itu je tahu. So sayang lah. Okay, so nanti kalau nak tulis dalam sijil or your resume, and then you tulis, oh saya tahu bahasa Korea, but the thing is when they ask and then you cannot answer them, or you cannot work like as they expected, so backfire to yourself. Itu kita tak nak lah. Okay, so again, once you have completed the the 1 2 3, and then you can sit for topic exam. Topic exam tu macam konon-konon muat dia lah, macam tu. Okay, so first come first serve here. Okay, students first year second semester can apply for that. All right, so this is the off-topic exam. It is not compulsory for our course, okay, but we only gonna focus on the beginner only, macam tu. Okay, all right, study in Korea. So if you have already set your mind that you want to go further, I have a big dream, so this is the time, so you can explore all the diverse background, you can meet not only you can explore the Korean culture itself, but actually all the friends that you have, semua seluruh dunia. So that's a very peluang keemasan lah, I can say that. Macam tu, selain daripada travel, ya, which is macam ni. Okay, 보세요. belanja mata sikit, ambil mood. Okay, so this is the places that you can go in Korea where it is very nice. I don't know how to say it, but it's really, really good. So whenever wherever you go, it's all tourist spot. You have that feeling, like, oh, semua cantik, macam tu. Okay, all right. Now, this is very important, yeah. So if you are very interested in learning in Korea or studying in Korea, so this is announcement you have over here. Okay, siapa yang nak ambil gambar, silakan klik, ambilkan. So incoming this year, November, so 10 to 14, this is for the online. So they have this education fair. So what is it? Let's just go there. Okay, all right, so let's see the education fair. It is not open yet lah, of course lah, November 10 kan. Okay, until 14, so you can visit here. Okay, they do online as well. So all the universities, if you're interested, in look into the university, which one nak tengok apa semua and everything, what do they offer, what kind of course, apa dia punya syarat-syarat and everything, you can register. Okay, because this is how I found out how to study in Korea myself also. So let's see, my university I think is somewhere. Oh, Hanyang ada satu. Hanyang Erika is something lain. This is mine. Okay, Hanyang University. So you can register and see. Okay, kalau Sam dulu pergi dekat ni pergi education fair sebab dulu tak ada online kan. So pergi ambil pamphlet banyak-banyak ni and then compare. Oh, university ni macam ni, university ni macam ni. Okay, this is for me, this is for mine. Okay. So regardless whatever background you have, okay. Tak semestinya kena ada language background sahaja. So ada orang yang memang architecture, ada yang engineering, ada yang memang various background, ada ekonomi and everything. Apa yang di offer di university tersebut, whatever matches you, silakan. Macam itulah. Okay. And if it is not there, you can also check out the Korean Education Center in Malaysia. Okay, pusat pendidikan Korea di Malaysia. Khusus gitu. Alright, so let's see again in the website. They also have Facebook. Okay. Now, over here you can see study abroad in Korea. So this is the scholarship and then the education for overseas Korea. Korea adalah bukan untuk kita. Ni sini, study in Korea also. So there's a lot of information, you can also get it from here. So this is the my scholarship yang dulu lah. So from the Korean government itself. So if you're interested, I highly recommend. Sangat-sangat beruntung if you get this one, ya. Gitu. So since now that you guys already undergraduate, so this is not for you guys lah. So over here lah kalau nak pergi sambung di sana to do graduate school. So macam itu. Okay. Right, kencang lah yo. Macam dalam kelas buat tanya kencang lah yo. Okay. Alright, so di sini, if once that you have done research and then you want to find your scholarship, I recommend maybe you can, do your own research, which is this link is one of it. Maybe if you can keep alert, coming in, what kind of, scholarship they offer, what kind of scholarship do they open right now. So, you can also check out. There's actually a lot of website lah. So this is one of it sahaja. And, you can either apply for the Malaysian government scholarship, but this one is what I know is for the undergraduate. So Nemara and JPA. Kalau yang ni Sam punya, okay, Korean Government Scholarship. And also sometimes ni yang Sam cakap tadi, kalau pandai cari, banyak sometimes university yang bukan saja di dalam Seoul, but di luar Seoul, dia orang memang nak student foreigners. So they are opening, so dia macam mencari-cari siapa nak apply. So if you like go and email them, contoh lah kata email, do you have any scholarship, offer, I am from this background, this, I'm interested to learn in Korea, in this university specifically, and then maybe they have some grant or something. Ada yang saya pernah dengar case macam tu. So if you're rajin enough to do that, depends on the university itself, yeah. And InsyaAllah mana tahu ada rezeki untuk study di Korea gitu guys. Okay. Alright, future prospect. Do I have time more? Is it okay, moderator? Or am I like taking time?
We still
Boleh?
have.
We
still have a lot of time.
Oh yeah, Sam takut sebab Sam kalau cakap tak nak berhenti. Please remind me.
I will alert you when we want to end our session.
Okay, thank you, because I might lost track of time. Okay, right. So for future prospects, now that you have set your ambition, nak pergi Korea lah. Okay, now I know mana celah nak pergi study di sana dulu, and then now once you are there, and then you can cari jalan macam mana nak live there and work there, macam tu. So maybe you're not working there, but actually you have the ilmu already, you have the skill, Korean language skills already, and then what you can do is for your future career prospect, okay, bukan sahaja sekadar minat K-pop sahaja, but actually put yourself into something more serious. Okay, regardless your background, betul. Apa ni macam Sam cakap tadi, tak kira your background apa pun, daripada belajar maybe TESOL ke, Makom ke, Ncom ke, apa semua, InsyaAllah, if your rezeki, you find it, InsyaAllah ada celah, macam tu. Okay, so let's see the career prospect. Okay, the benefits of course lah sama macam all the languages yang lain, you can dive into the culture, travel more interesting and everything. But what I want to point out is, this is all also like my my experiences myself lah. Okay, so it make your resume stand out. more because you have extra skill right there. Okay, so semua orang sama, semua orang pandai, semua orang ada result yang bagus and everything. Semua orang ada sijil. But what you have is extra skill. Okay, maybe you're learning already Arabic and then dia tahu, dia belajar pula Japanese and then sekarang dia tahu Korea pula, contoh kan. So banyak betul language and then stand out more. Okay, so walaupun kata tak ambil background language pun tak apa because you have your major, your core major and then ada juga extra language skill kat situ. So that's extra bonus, stand out resumes. Okay, so it boosts career opportunities and also raising market value. So this is memang I can feel it lah. Okay, and also it opens to diverse professions. Maybe sometimes we don't really realize how vast actually ataupun besar luasnya kita punya profession yang kita boleh pergi, but kalau kita just tertakluk pada satu je. Alamak, kalau engineer kerja engineer je. Tak macam tu sebenarnya, banyak. Okay, and then of course kat sini nak kena highlight ni, increases wages. Okay, which is contohnya macam mana, ada certain, kalau please kalau korang rajin kan, cuba buka dekat LinkedIn ke or job street ke, mau kerja kan. So if you have extra skill for language, okay, so they will put a little bit up. Betul. Nanti cuba cari, cuba tengok. Ada dia, ish saya. Okay. And also, let's say lah kata, okay, saya ni tak boleh, saya dah kerja saya sendiri. For future lah kan, dah ada kerja. Tapi since you have your language skill, sayang tak terguna, so gunakanlah. So you can be what? You can do your part-time job. Okay, you can do your translation ke, teaching ke, which is contohnya macam ini. Post saya. Right, so there's a lot of super cool jobs for Korean learners. For example, contoh translator. I have tried some of it actually, I try sana, try sini. Okay, translator pernah try, is okay because good, you can translate. Contohlah while watching Korean drama, try to translate dalam hati, betul tak jadi tak? Faham tak? Itu kan. Right, and then interpreter contohnya. So now, Korean, what is it? Now the ekonomi dah mula membuka. Okay, so actually before COVID pun sebenarnya Korea banyak nak try to invest in Malaysia. So there's a lot of Korean company coming in. So that's why there's a lot of they need interpreter, they need translator, and also like I said this on Korean companies. Okay, Korean companies, they need worker that can speak their language, so easier for them to work in the office lah. Pandai cakap Korea, senang lah nak bekerja sama-sama macam tu. Right, ada IT and everything. So there's a lot of opportunity. So just rajin-rajin buka LinkedIn and everything lah. So you can set right now. Okay, walaupun banyak 2-3 tahun lagi nak graduate, tak apa, sekarang set siap-siap so that you can mindset, you can set your pointer and everything. Dia ada target tu jauh sikit. Ada aim tu jauh. Sebab apa? This is what I did. Okay. I know that I want to do that, I will do that. Macam tu lah cerita dia. Okay, so and again back to this. Okay, you can also do your online tutor, Korean tutor ke. So I've seen some, dia background dia belajar di Korea, background dia contohlah kata engineering dekat sana, but they have like competent Korean skill, so they come back here and they become tutor online. So yang kadang tengok yang ajar online and everything, very good in Korean, they can teach Korean. So maybe this is also gonna be you. Gitu. Alright, so you mengajar pula orang lain nanti lepas ni. Okay, and also tourism. Ni saya tulis kat ni, nampak tu TPHM kan, contohlah kalau kata, sebab of course Korea is really good in promoting their country. Okay, banyak tempat-tempat, wah kalau Korea cantiknya. Sebenarnya Malaysia pun sangat cantik, cuma kita tidak promote. My perspective lah. Okay, sayang ni tidak begitu dipromotkan. Okay, so maybe nanti TPHM students boleh belajar Korea, dah boleh cakap Korea, pergi sana for the study or anything, learn how Korea promote their country. Macam tu, for tourism, bagus tu. Right, and also hotel and travel industry pun ada, tour guide. I did tour guide job also. Macam-macam saya cuba dulu. Okay, and then of course over here you can see teach English in South Korea. So NCOM ke ataupun Makom pun sebenarnya ada satu celah saya pernah dengar dekat sana, kawan Sam. So dia mengajar dia tak ada basic mengajar bahasa Melayu ya. Okay, untuk yang makom-makom ni semua, okay, dia tak ada basic mengajar bahasa Melayu. Tapi sebabkan dekat situ ada sajang ni. Sajang ni tu bos bos-bos contohlah CEO company something yang besar ni semua kan, yang Korean bos-bos tu. Tengok sajang ni, semua tu kan. So yang sajang tu dia orang nak invest di Malaysia. Tapi dia nak belajar kita punya culture. And they need someone can teach them at least lah basic bahasa Melayu. Nak cari kat mana tu? Itu dia. So dia pun gagal-gagal cari, jumpalah kawan Sam. So dia pun mengajar bahasa Melayu kepada bos-bos yang ni, entertainment apa semua something tu kan pun ada juga. So Masyu okay. Sebab apa? Mengajar skill. So dia kira, di situ dia kira sebagai you have a Malay language skill, so I'm gonna pay you like high paying job lah pada masa tu. So of course pun ada juga celah macam tu. Untuk yang contohlah katanya untuk Arkom pula, okay, sekarang pun dekat Korea sekarang akan boost, insyaAllah saya nampak lah, mungkin dia akan buka nanti halal industry. Kalau korang mungkin boleh masuk celah di situ, mungkin untuk halal industry ke, untuk kembangkan lagi untuk Islamic community pun semakin growing in Korea. Ada beberapa ada yang saya bukan kawan saya tapi kawan kepada kawan something. So she opens a halal shop, online halal shop dekat Korea. Okay, tu dia. So punya banyak pahala dia buka halal shop, jadinya semua orang yang Muslim seluruh dunia yang tinggal di Korea itu semua mencari makanan halal, beli dekat dia. Wah, punyalah banyak pahala dia. Sebab apa? Susah dekat sana kan. Masa saya dululah duduk kat sana susah. Sekarang makin lama makin senang untuk dapat makanan halal. Online sahaja pun ada. Macam tu lah. Okay. And also banyak juga ni kalau Sam tengok sekarang junior-junior Sam yang pergi sana semua jadi YouTuber, jadi Twitter or bagi information something. So can be paying job lah. Macam tu. Right? So don't worry about your future. Just fikir dulu, okay, what kind of thing I want to do. Okay, saya suka macam ni, cubalah explore sikit. Saya bagi buka jalan sikit lah, bagi korang buka mata. Macam tu, okay. Because yes, job market for Korean speaker currently is on demand. That one I can tell. Okay, I can feel it myself. And when saya lepas balik tu pun saya ada apply dekat LinkedIn and everything. So tengok berderet masuk ni tu yang berminat. Tapi saya kena pilih lah apa yang sesuai dan everything. So end upnya saya pilih apa? IIUM. Jodoh kita di sini. Okay, banyak universiti lain juga pun. So akhirnya saya pilih IIUM. Gitu. Okay. Alright. So my final words or my advice for you guys yang mana yang berminat tentang Korea, yang ada yang suka nak pergi Korea and everything. So ada macam segan-segan tapi macam malu-malu, macam mana macam tak yakin je. It's okay, don't worry. This is my final advice. Alright, follow your dream and set it high. Okay, follow your dream and set it high. Dulu saya malu-malu. Okay, malulah orang tak tahu pun Korea kat mana. Tiba-tiba aku seorang je minat Korea. Masa tu K-pop tak ada semua. Okay, and then my family support and everything. So they said, okay, nak pergi Korea. Okay, pergi belajar. Okay, dapat scholarship. Pergi. Tinggal sana. And also, this could be you. Sekarang banyak orang memang dah memandang ke arah sana. So silakanlah, okay. Regardless your background, kalau pandai cari celah and everything, insyaAllah akan ada jalannya. Buat kata Mahir Zain gitu kan. Kecil. Pun. So follow your dream and set it high. Fighting! Senangnya. Ni macam bagi ni siapa kakao ni tolong. Fighting. Okay, alright. So insyaAllah mana dah tahu kita ada jodoh. So looking forward to see you in the Korean class. InsyaAllah begitu. Alright guys, kencang lah ya. Fighting. Adakah anda berminat sekarang? Saya bercakap seorang je ni tak dengar apa-apa. Okay. Alright. So I think it's for the Q&A. 오케이, 그 moderator, alright. 여러분들이 제 얘기를 들어주셔서 감사합니다. 네, 질문 있으면 물어보세요. Okay, do you have any question? Please do ask me. Google ada terbuka hijab kat Korea. Okay, macam mana tu? Apa cerita?
We already have our first question here. So, okay, now we are moving on to our Q&A session. So, audience, if you guys have any question, feel free to drop your question in our live chat comment, okay? So, our first question from Nur Shahira Zainul Hisham. Okay, Sam, can I further my postgraduate study for Arabic courses in South Korea? So, what's the answer?
Okay, sekejap ya. I should stop. Sorry, wait.
It's okay.
Is my screen still sharing? Sorry, before I answer.
No, we can
No,
see your
dah,
face and my face.
oh,
And
yeah,
this.
sorry, buta IT sikit. Okay, sorry, what's the question again?
Okay, can I further my postgraduate study for Arabic courses in South Korea? So dekat Korea ni ada offer subjek bahasa Arab ke?
Okay. Interesting sangat question dia macam tu. So, setakat ni Sam belum pernah dengar lagi apa ni yang ada wait. Pernah dengar tak? Ada tau pernah dengar tapi Sam tak sure universiti yang mana. So yang Sam tahu, Sam pernah tengok video lah sebenarnya. So, Koreans who learn Arabic in Korea. So but usually yang itu they are more focus kepada apa Arabic countries punya ni lah, so scholarship ke sebelah sana semua. But you know, for Arabic courses I'm not sure it is really offered by Korea itself ke ataupun yang from the you know Arabic countries punya yang open kepada Korean untuk di situ. Tapi untuk maybe yang kalau bahagian-bahagian lain tapi yang kita boleh relate dengan halal industry maybe sebab sekarang memang saya dengar memang dia orang akan develop kepada halal industry ni banyak ni booming. Okay, so sebab apa Muslim country bukan setakat Malaysia, Indonesia lah, apa lagi yang Brunei semua datang banyak semua orang Malaysia suka acik-acik suka pergi Korea. So insya-Allah benda tahu ada kat situ post graduate. Okay, right.
Okay, so maybe Syahira Zainul Isham, if you really want to take Arabic courses in South Korea, you can make a research more. Okay. So
That's true.
we have another question from how can I pronounce this? Kimi. Okay, boleh ke ambil topik 2 kalau tak ada topik 1? Okay.
Actually yes. Okay, dia tak ada prerequisite you have to kena ambil topik 1 dulu baru ambil topik 2 tak. Sebab apa? It depends on your ability. Kalau kata contoh kita dah study well, kita dah study cukup semua lengkap and then kata aku nak try untuk topik 2 terus. So go ahead. Sam awal-awal Sam first time ambil pun terus topik 2. Betul lah topik 2. So kita tengok dekat mana yang dapat macam tu lah. Because wise in topic 2 dia ada level 3 ke, level 4, level 5, level 6. So which one? Itu yang membezakan lah dia punya taraf-taraf dia. So no problem.
Alright. Banyak soalan kita dapat ni. Okay, next question. From Myong Z. Okay, for the topic exam, do we have to take it individually?
Okay. What do you mean? Like, do you nak together pergi ambil bersama-sama ke macam mana tu? Miam Yong Ji, she, okay. So I think individually.
Registration code kan?
Maksudnya macam mana tu? Individually.
Registration, individual registration.
Oh yes,
Self-registration.
self-registration. Yang ke bersama-sama pergi dengan Sam ke apa? Yes, actually yang itu sebab kita memang tak disyaratkan di KLM kita, so it is actually self registration. So kalau berminat memang dah belajar sendiri topik, actually tak ada siapa halang pun silakan spread your wings and just apply for it. Gitu. Okay.
Gitu. Okay, next question from Shazana Aisyah Zulkifli. Can Malaysian students do our internship in Korea?
Yes. So but the thing is again tengok rezeki and pandai cari celah kat mana. Like I mentioned, sometimes for Korea sekarang they are trying to open more global, so they accept kalau memang you are really have the ability, the competency that they need, maybe they could accept you, why not, seriously.
Okay, next question. Okay, once again from Kimi. Untuk job requirement recommended, topik level berapa patut kita ambil?
Supposedly, it depends again what kind of job you're applying. Tapi the basic yang paling untuk study ke, untuk kerja ke, to get visa to stay there, you at least, if I'm not mistaken, you have to have topic 2 level 3. Paling tidak. Tu kena ada lah. Okay, topic 2 level 3. But in KLM we only offer the topic, bukan offer, we are only belajar sampai topic 1 sahaja. Beginner ya. Macam tu. Okay, Kimi.
Alright. Okay, next question from Kasih Saja Helmi. Sam.
Sam, 우린 언제 어디에서 토픽 시험에 참을 수 있어요? Sam, when and where we can take part in topic exam? Well, in Malaysia, thank you for the question. So actually, lupa saya nak mention tadi, di Malaysia, if I'm not mistaken, we only have satu pusat untuk topik, iaitu di UKM. UKM, tapi the thing is biasanya I think annually they did it twice ke apa. You can check in the topic punya website, the Korean topic itself, okay. But due to COVID, before this, I did check, and then they kind of changed. If I'm not mistaken, they kind of changed the apa ni, time and everything. So the tarikh dah tak ada ke apa. So you have to keep update lah. Tapi in Malaysia on UKM do it. So all semua orang lah, tak sekira you, tak semestinya kena UKM student. So regardless you pekerja ke or you are just random people, students whatever, you can take. Macam muat lah, suka hati siapa yang nak ambil macam tu lah.
Faham. Okay, next question from Kuman. Is there any job opportunities in Korea for non-Korean speakers?
Non-Korean speakers in Korea.
Tak pandai langsung kot cakap Korea, macam tak ada basic langsung. Ada ke job opportunity kat sana?
I think again depends what kind of job. Kalau contoh nak pergi ke sana and then for example memang kerja tu tak memerlukan Korean language, just you're just facing with the foreigners, English sahaja, yes you can. Tapi the thing is it will be hard on you because you're living in Korea but you cannot speak Korea, and then susah lah nak tanya toilet kat mana pun susah macam tu lah. Alright, okay, so it's good for you to learn Korean language, at least basic lah.
Alright, we have next question here from Siti Kurato Aini Muhammad Arif. Can you tell us more about your experience working as a translator? Mungkin dia berminat ni Sam nak jadi translator.
Boleh Kurato Aini ya. So translator, there's depends on what kind of translator jugalah. You want to be the translator yang untuk tour guide tu pun boleh juga, means that kita translate. Contoh kita membawa tour guide pelancong daripada Malaysia, and then kita translatekan kepada Koreans yang situ, kedai mana, itu translator juga kan. Or you want to be the more official translator, contohnya masuk kat event yang formal events, itu pun translation juga. Tapi yang Sam biasa-biasa je lah, tak berani nak pergi yang tinggi-tinggi yang untuk formal punya. Belum ada kesempatan lagi lah. Okay. And also you want to do contoh translate daripada yang untuk yang what is it, writing or documents. Itu saya pernah try juga. It's not easy but it's fun because you're learning banyak. Rupanya macam ni, rupanya macam ni for Korean grammar and everything. I thought I know but I don't, but that kind of thing. So it's a interesting experience actually.
Alright, okay. Do we have next question? Yes, we have. Okay, from Dayang Nur Kamarina binti Dato' Garcia. Sam, Nina nak ambil topik kat Malaysia tapi tak tahu mana nak further belajar Korean here. Mungkin Sam tuition class ke.
Itulah dia. Kan. So sebenarnya nak ambil topik, so you're asking here untuk belajar topik sahaja ke, or you want to learn the Korean language itself tu pun kena tengok lah. So yang Sam tahu ada beberapa yang swasta punya, like you have to Google lah yang mana yang Sam tahu, boleh promote sikit lah ni. Kawan Sam juga Fufu apa namanya? Fufu Korea ke? Fufu Korea dia buat untuk topik Dia buat untuk topik classes untuk beginner if I'm not mistaken, and also they also teach Korean language juga. Itu juga ada. And then banyak lagi sebenarnya yang just Google saja. Saya mana jumpa banyak, semua tak ingat namanya apa. Okay. So don't worry, dekat Malaysia memang banyak. Cuma Sam tak buka kelas lagi. Right.
Sam ada plan ke nak buka kelas?
Ya Allah, kalau ada masa terluang, masalah sekarang tak ada lagi lah. InsyaAllah.
Kena update kita orang ni, kalau ada ramai ni saya rasa yang berminat ni nak join.
Oh ya ke? PM tepi
Okay, we have one more question from Dayana Kamarina. Sam, mana nak further belajar Korean dekat Malaysia? I have done 3 levels in Korean masa exchange dulu. Dia nak sambung lagi.
Nak sambung lagi? Yang itu maksudnya nak masuk level 4, level 5, level 6. Itu pun Sam rasa again Fufu ada ke tak? Sam pun tak sure, sebab itu again depends on in the institute itself lah. Ada yang memang swasta punya, dia hanya biasanya, sebab biasanya orang yang belajar di Malaysia ni dia akan ambil celup-celup je, ambil basic sahaja. So tak ramai yang betul-betul nak further jauh, sebab macam tak berani and everything. Tapi untuk menjawab soalan ni, sekarang Sam tak ingat lah yang mana. Tapi yang cuba cari Google. I'm so sorry, I don't remember. Sebab Sam belajar dekat lain. I'm so sorry Dayang. Yeah, maybe you can find me, nanti email me. I can try to answer you that.
So Nina kena buat research sendiri ni, kelas mana ada offer.
Boleh email saya nanti, insyaAllah saya akan jawabkan.
Alright, so another question from Human. Can we qualify to be the K-pop group manager?
Tu dia. Ni saya minta suruh korang semua jadi ambitious sangat ni Human. Okay, good, good. Well, gitu. Macam mana saya nak jawab je? Kalau boleh Sam dah jadi dah. Boleh Sam invite apa ni, Luminho datang sebelah sini terus sembang dengan kita. Kendai ke golden. Well, maybe ada ya yang memang betul-betul jumpa celah. Ada yang jumpa celah memang masuk dalam apa ni, bidang entertainment. Mula-mula dia masuk backstage, kan betul dapat jadi upgrade sikit, jadi yang biasa-biasa, upgrade lagi. Itu tidak mustahil. Okay, 그거는 가능해요. 돼요. Tapi cumanya nak tanya Sam tak adalah pengalaman bahagian nak jadi K-pop manager. Biasanya of course dia akan hire Koreans. But sorry, to add ya, ada kawan Sam from Thailand, dia jadi untuk uruskan di bahagian Thailand punya konsert background semua macam tu lah. Ada juga macam tu. Silakan lah kalau berminat.
Okay, so Human boleh try apply. Alright, we have another question from Aina Nabila. Sam, kalau habis 3 level dekat KLM, dah boleh terus ambil topik 1 ke?
Boleh. Sebenarnya tak payah habis pun kalau dah memang dah confident nak ambil sendiri, boleh, tak ada masalah. Sebab itu memang open ya sendiri sahaja. Siapa yang rasa dah cukup, maksudnya satu saya nak ingatkan ya, yang kita belajar dalam kelas and also yang topik itu adalah something else. It's the different approach. Okay, macam contohlah kita belajar English dalam kelas, tak semestinya kita boleh ambil muat ataupun IELTS semua kan. Itu kan dia punya macam cara tu, teknik-teknik kan. Itu semua kena belajar teknik untuk topik, teknik untuk IELTS. Macam tu lah cerita dia. So it's a different approach, okay. Macam tu. Tapi boleh.
Alright. Okay, we have question from Shahira. Sam, do you have any tips or advice, maybe book or apps recommendation for those yang total beginner nak belajar Korean? Ni yang zero knowledge ni.
Zero knowledge. Boleh start dengan Hangul. Sam sarankan start dengan Hangul. Contohnya ada Duolingo, and then apa lagi Sam lupa pula lah apa semua. Ada Korean 101, ada lagi yang Sam suka Talk to Me in Korean. Okay, TTMIK pun ada juga. Apa lagi, Gobili, boleh Gobili pun juga. Tapi cuba cari je yang first Sam saran yang memang betul-betul zero ni, start dengan Hangul. Sebab once you can read Korean, you can read Hangul, and then nanti boleh Google saja. Boleh belajar grammar sendiri, boleh buat sendiri, even though taklah sebagus, lebih bagus ada guide kan. Tapi means that once you can read, insyaAllah. Macam tu lah.
Okay. So Hangul is the key lah untuk Korean.
That's true. Kena pandai baca dulu.
Okay, committee, do we have more question from audience? Atau dah tak ada dah? Ada lagi ke? Alright, saya rasa dah tak ada dah. Okay, so kalau kita dah tak ada soalan daripada audience, saya ada soalan.
Okay, tiba-tiba
nervous. Okay, Sam, actually, apa Sam punya main factor yang membuatkan Sam start nak belajar Korea?
Sorry, tak dengar apa tu? Sorry, sekali lagi.
Main factor that makes you started to learn Korean.
Main factor. Macam saya sebut awal-awal, segan pula cerita. Daripada cerita dia daripada lagu Korea lah, lagu Korea, K-pop. Alah yang macam apa ni, macam korang-korang lah juga. Tapi tu zaman Sam dulu, 15 tahun dulu. So Sam suka satu cerita tu, Full House dulu. Lama dah. Full House Keribu, Dombang Shinki ataupun TVSP dah pecah dah tak ada. So it started from there. So Sam develop, bukan saya, okay of course lah macam kita suka dengar lagu, kita suka tengok drama dia, tapi Sam lebih suka bahasa dia, Sam lebih suka culture dia, tempat dia, kita nak pergi. So jadinya develop the feeling tu membawa kepada cita-cita, and then target main goal, okay aku tak kira aku nak pergi Korea, okay tak kira macam mana, so kena belajar rajin-rajin, kena buat ini supaya study hard, you push yourself to get your dream. Itulah point di situ. Okay, so startnya daripada main-main je, hobi-hobi, and then lama-lama kita drag kepada career. So and then untuk yang semua juga yang dengar saya pun harap supaya yang study Korea dah sekarang ongoing study kan everything, dah belajar Korea, so that you can bawa feeling korang suka Korea tu bukan sekadar untuk main-main, tapi sebenarnya untuk future career, untuk further study. Itu dia, supaya lebih berguna lah, at least masa kita tidak terbuang begitu sahaja. Gitu.
Okay. Sam, kita ada lagi soalan from Kimi. Kimi ni semangat saya malam ni. Okay, last question from me. Kalau ada list dalam 3 ke, apakah dark side of Korea? Reality.
Tiga je. Tak ada, tak ada.
Banyak
Well, well, the thing is you know, of course lah setiap negara tu ada pro and cons kan, sama juga dengan kita. Kalau untuk Korea ni, dark side dia, you have to really have to live there and you know lah, salah satunya of course ada challenge when we are Muslim. Kita di sana kan, I know sekarang semakin terbuka lah. Contoh salah satu, kita nak solat susah tempat semua kan. So kena jadi fleksibel dan kena pandai cari celah lah. Okay, Sam kalau nak solat kat sana, salah satu tips Sam kasih, korang prepare lah bawa sejadah ke apa semua, botol air semua siap-siap. Sam akan prepare ambil sembahyang siap-siap ni, tutup tangan semua. Lepas tu pergi dekat, segan nak beritahu, pergi dekat ni, fitting room. Gitu. Okay, pergi kat fitting room sebab apa, kita memang susah nak cari tempat yang sendiri, tak ada kotak ke apa yang untuk kita surau masjid semua susah nak cari. Dekat Sopo hanya ada masjid Itaewon sahaja, macam tu. One of the dark side, bukan dark side sebenarnya, kesusahan lah. Okay, if dark side for Koreans, how can I say, okay, satu je lah saya cakap, Korea, they love Europeans, you know, people more than the Southeast Asian people. Okay, so kalau pergi di sana, you might face some you know, differences lah, how they approach you. Tapi it's not all bad. Ada yang I mean, memang, and for Sam ada pengalaman yang Masya Allah, Alhamdulillah, tak ada discrimination yang sangat teruk and everything lah. Itulah dia. Tak cukup 3 lagi ke? Satu lagi apa yang
Satu lagi.
Bapa kadang-kadang tak pandang kita yang tudung-tudung ni. Itu besar tau. Make up nak tak nampak. Cukup tak 3?
Okay, dah cukup.
Okay.
Alright. Okay, ada lagi ke soalan daripada penonton? Dah tak ada kan? Okay, kalau dah tak ada, saya ada lagi satu soalan, Sam. Okay, tadi kan Sam cerita Sam punya career untuk Korean language ni kan. Okay, so do you have future plan untuk Korean language ni, macam nak further study lagi ke atau nak try different career?
Okay. Oh, nice question. Well, actually, kalau untuk personally, Sam, of course, you know, we cannot just stop, right? You know, whatever you are, you have to go further, naik atas lagi kan. So, for now, Sam, of course, fokus untuk career lah. Kan Sam baru balik Malaysia, so baru nak start betul-betul mengajar Korean and everything. So, nanti insyaAllah, okay, insyaAllah, so this is my future plan. Mana tahu ada Sam nak sambung lagi untuk PhD. So, once I did my PhD, insyaAllah nanti kita boleh develop buku Korea pula kan. So sebab apa, di Malaysia ni tak banyak yang source untuk yang Malaysian punya. Macam tu. So untuk nak kaitkan bahasa grammar Korean dengan Malaysian punya grammar tu, macam mana kita nak samakan, senang orang Malaysia faham. Macam tu lah, saya ada cita-cita lah. Tapi insyaAllah doakan ya. Gitu.
InsyaAllah. Okay, may Allah is your plan.
InsyaAllah.
Okay, so Sam, we have reached the end of our session untuk Korean language. Okay, last word. Maybe very last word.
Last word is fighting. Okay, so whatever you have in your mind, okay, kalau macam tu untuk minat-minat sahaja pun tak apa, at least you have already started to, you know, in minat, tak kira or any language, tak semestinya hanya Korea sahaja, Japanese ke or anything, German ke apa ke, you know, bahasa Thailand ke apa ke. So if you anything you have in mind, put that, you know, as a goal. Okay, so go further, aim high, aim bigger, go fly out, macam tu lah lebih kurang. Okay, so I wish you all the best. Thank you for the you know, for the time listening to my, you know, talk today. So hopefully I you know, saya boleh inspire korang sikit lah tentang Korea. So if you have any question ke nanti nak tanya Sam apa, boleh silakan email Sam nanti. Cari je lah dekat website, insyaAllah ada Sam punya email official ya. Okay, so thank you very much. Okay, that's all. 여러분들은 감사합니다.
Alhamdulillah. Alright, thank you, Nurusan.
Alright, thank you.
I'm sure our audience tonight have a lot of fun listening to you. Alright, so to our audiences, let me remind you guys again one more time, do not forget to fill in our Google form in the description box, registration form and also evaluation form. Now we are going to have 10 minutes break and we are going to continue with our second session, which is Mandarin session with Sister Diana Kamarina and also Laushan Aziro. See you guys after this. Thank you everyone. Thank you Nurusan.
Bye. 감사합니다. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
这一杯，品尝你的美，留下唇印的嘴。花店玫瑰，自写戳心，告白气球，风吹的对镜，微笑在天上飞。你说你有点难追，想让我知难而退，礼物不需挑最贵，只要香榭的落叶，营造浪漫的约会，不害怕搞砸一切，拥有你就拥有全世界。亲爱的，爱上你，从那天起，甜蜜的痕迹。亲爱的，别任性，你的眼睛在说我愿意。亲爱的，爱上你，恋爱日记，飘香水的回忆，一整瓶的梦境，全都有你搅拌在一起。亲爱的，别任性，你的眼睛在说我愿意。
一想到你我就空恨别梦久，失去只会埋眼流。一些火的枝桠，掉泪下的无暇。
Hi everyone, Assalamualaikum. Are you still here with me? Can I see comments? Alright, 大家好，晚上好。I hope you have had your dinner. So, okay. Hi everyone. 你们吃了晚餐吗？ Have you had your dinner just now? 您好。Okay, so today we have a very special guest, which is our very own Lao Shin Azirul, and trust me, he has a very wide knowledge on the Mandarin language, and a little bit about him, lah kan. So today's session, it will be a very laid back, just like the previous sessions. We flew to Japan yesterday. We flew to France. We flew to Korea just now, and today we're gonna fly to Beijing because that is where our Lao Shi, he went to the Beijing Foreign Studies University in 2013 until 2018, and he took Bachelor of Arts Chinese Language with honors. And for information, he graduated with a CGPA of 3.8. So sangat-sangatlah tinggi CGPA Lao Shi kita ni, and he is also pursuing his masters currently in UITM in Masters of Arts Language Studies in Mandarin. So, okay. 你们吃了，你好，没有？Nurul 为什么还没有吃？怎么你们还没有吃饭？已经很晚了。It's very late. Okay, it's 9:17 already. So why? Tak makan lagi. Alright, I think. Nervous. Okay, so I think without further ado, I would like to invite our very own Lao Shin Azirul to the stage. 老师您好。
哎，你好，你呢？
老
不
师吃了晚
见
餐吗？Have you？对，好久不见。我现在在巴
啊，
哥，
我吃了
那个巴哥 sekarang。
啊，我知道了，我看了你的 WhatsApp status。
对，我现在在巴哥，然后呀，如果有时间的话，我们可以再见啦。
对，OK，
sebelum Nina tercakap Mandarin sampai sampai habis. So
Yeah.
nak cakap Mandarin ni dengan Lausha, tapi memandang kita we have so many people who are interested in the Mandarin language, Nina rasa it's better for us to macam mix up English and Malay sekali. Dekat tengah-tengah tu boleh lah selip Mandarin juga.
Sure.
Alright. So for information, Lausha Nazirul belajar Mandarin starting after SPM. Before that, he had no prior knowledge to Mandarin at all. So it's very, very different from Nina, because Nina belajar Mandarin from standard 1 until form 3. So the exposure is totally different. Tapi looking at now lah kan, Lausha punya achievement, it's very far, it's very, macam orang kata, dah banyak lah achievement Lausha kan. Dan you are able to tangkap the language in such short period of time. I mean, dari 2013 until now lah, still learning kan. So I think ada slide kot tak silap.
Yeah, I have slide to share.
Yup.
Is it I need to share, or the technical team will share the slide?
Tech boleh share. So Lausha, if you can share lah kan, your journey from SMKA Mahat to Beijing. I have to highlight this sebab tak ramai orang tahu yang kita boleh belajar Mandarin macam 18 tahun pun boleh belajar Mandarin lagi, 19 tahun lagi boleh belajar Mandarin. So the stereotype Mandarin ni language paling susah kat dunia. Macam mana kita nak buang stereotype tu and buat orang betul-betul minat and betul-betul nak belajar bahasa Mandarin ni wholeheartedly, macam mana Lausha belajar dekat Beijing, semua tu bolehlah Lausha sharekan untuk semua student malam ni.
Okay, so Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. 大家晚上好. Okay, so regarding the question by Nina 刚才 what she asked me about, because yeah, I'm from the zero basic, which is I flew to Beijing with zero basic, because before this I'm from the what we call sekolah SMKA ataupun sekolah agama. Okay, then which is learning Arabic and then learning English or Malay, and tak pernah terlintas pun I will go to China, faham tak? And learning Mandarin, which is the one of the hardest language yang orang kata memang susah nak belajar. Kita tak boleh nafikan yang orang kata bukan mudah, which is kosong, tak tahu apa-apa, pergi dekat tempat yang kita tak pernah kenal budaya, which is even though dekat Malaysia kita ada orang Cina, but it is certainly memang totally different with apa yang kita nampak dekat China and Chinese Malaysia. The culture is totally different. And then during my studies there, maybe boleh tunjukkan slide, the second slide. Okay, I've go to Beijing, which is Beijing. If you look at the maps, which is berada dekat the northern China, which is bahagian atas. So bila dekat the northern ni selalunya, of course they have the 4 season ya, which is masa saya sampai tu di during winter season lah, which is Malaysia mana ada winter, you know. And then you need to wear baju tebal, you need to wear lotion to protect your skin daripada kering, everything is challenging lah. Dah lah susah nak belajar bahasa and then try to adapt the situation and culture. And then try to using the chopstick is very hard lah masa belajar mula-mula. Memang susah, macam masa nak makan tu tak ada garfu and then it's memang susah. But what the thing yang make me orang kata strong adalah kita ada objektif apa yang kita nak capai. Even though saya tak ada basics, saya tak ada pengalaman, saya tak pernah expose a single word of Mandarin, tapi kita ada tujuan which we want to know what we want to learn. Apa yang kita nak dapat hasilnya. It goes to all of you. If you want to learn language, especially for Mandarin, you need to have goal. Apa yang you nak? You tak boleh, I mean all of students tak boleh pergi just like macam, oh I just want to learn Mandarin because my friend also want to learn Mandarin because the lecturer or the 老师 is 可爱, cute, ataupun the lecturer is handsome or beautiful. You cannot learn because of that. You need to have the ambition. Yeah, kan? So you need to know what's the goal, what's your target to learn the language. Okay, so maybe I can show lah some of the pictures during my studies there. So this is my university, Beijing Foreign Studies University. 我的母校, ni lah sekolah fakulti, pintu gerbang di universiti saya. And then if you go enter, there is a lot of beautiful sight. So in China, it's quite different culture because the campus is open to public. So everyone can enter a public, can use all the facility there. So it's totally different in our culture in Malaysia, which is university is private property, which not everyone can enter lah kan. Okay. And this is the picture I think during Ramadan ke bila? The next picture. Hari Raya, I think. Yeah, this masa Hari Raya kami puasa and raya di sana. Okay. And the last page is I think my graduation picture lah. Yeah, this is during the joint program there dekat sana. And the last page is about my graduation. Yeah. But I think learning Mandarin, because in my first slide I said we can look at that. Mandarin is one of the hardest language, which is it's not very difficult. If someone said that in 3 months, in 1 month you can speak very well, yeah, I go there, I can speak in 3 months, but not very fluent, not very good. It's just like you can speak dengan baik tapi tak lancar. Tapi end up during the process of the learning, in 5 years, you can get the language. Yeah. By the way, in for those yang tak tahu lagi about what is Mandarin language, tulisan dia about what. So Mandarin is about why it's very difficult for certain people, because Mandarin is divided into 2 writing style, which is first one regarding yang the writing style is about pinyin, which is if for the beginners nak belajar is very easy if you want to go pinyin. And tulisan kedua is regarding hanzi, 就是tulisan characters. Tetapi saya perasan in Malaysia, the culture of the students to learn Mandarin is they like to learn using pinyin. Because it's very easy kan, sebab you just boleh baca like macam mengeja, ni hao ma, that's all. But actually it's very important for all of you to learn characters actually, because sebab if you go outside, there is no pinyin, everyone, tidak ada pinyin pun. If you look at my next slide, kalau contoh kan, you tengok dekat advertise dekat luar, mana ada pinyin? Betul? Okay, you tak akan nampak dalam surat khabar there is writing and then suddenly dekat atas tu ada pinyin, like you belajar dekat dalam kelas. But that's why I ask my student during my class that you need to know character, even though it's very difficult to approach the character. It's very hard. Tapi you bila you keluar, you dapat tahu, you can like, oh, I know this character, I know this character. So it's very good, sebab sometimes students like macam 老师 saya susah nak belajar. That's why I'm asking my student, what's your objective to learn Mandarin? You need to know the objective. Okay, so in KLM, okay, so for Nina information, okay, in Malaysia there is a lot of job kan, Nina, dalam Malaysia ni yang regarding the Mandarin speaker, which is some student kata, yeah, added value. So sometimes a company you have the language like English, Malay, you know, and then suddenly the requirements is Mandarin there. But if you want to go further atau you want to apply the job, it's mean like you tak boleh apply like macam just 3 level in Mandarin kan, 3 basic levels, and then you want to apply for the job. I think it's very, orang pun akan macam, you look funny lah, you nak try to apply the job for for the basics only. That's why Mandarin, you need to set goal. What you want to do in that language. You want to use the language for job, ataupun you want to use the language is just for fun, to look at a movie. You want to learn the Mandarin is about to convert ataupun to dakwah kepada orang non-Muslim. So you need to find what your objective learning language. That's why it's very important. I think in any language, even though at first kan, memanglah it's very easy at level 1. You watch the song, you watch the movie, and then along the process you will find that the level will slow akan nampak susah. And I'm asking Nina, I think Nina will also tell us that actually during peringkat awal dulu memanglah nampak senang betul Nina, right? And then sampai Form 3 or Form 1 tu actually dah difficult kan. So that's why I'm asking my student. Yeah, maybe that's why I'm asking my student that learning Mandarin nampak memang susah. I tak boleh tipu that kata oh sebenarnya belajar Mandarin is very easy. You can have fun. No. Because if you dah join, dah step dalam that language, lama-lama you can know the difficulty. Okay. So if you look at here, this is what we offering in our kuliah. And also actually we had offer our courses to students from other kuliah also in UIE, which is for the LC, Mandarin Language 1, Mandarin Language 2, and Mandarin Language 3 is just focusing on the basic communication or speaking skills only, which is student hanya tahu how to know about the body parts. Student can know about the how to buying things. Student can know about how to show direction. Okay, that's only the basics communication skill. And if you using these basic communication skills, if you want to apply the job, like I said before, macam nak apply job Mandarin speakers requirement, I think this requirements is very not tak seberapa sesuai for all of you to apply, right? Because it's just a very basic communication. Like you just want to try friends from other races macam kawan Cina, it's okay. But if you want to go further, if you want to have objective ataupun satu hala tuju yang lebih jelas, contohnya tentang your job, kan? I think because in KLM we very special because we do have the minor program atau in our kuliah, which is you can further those courses for free. Okay, kalau you pergi kat luar, kalau basic course only, kadang-kadang sometimes per course is about 300, 400. It's just only for the basic ya, kan? It's not, itu tak lagi kepada focusing pada the skills like macam job, workplace skills, itu tak termasuk lagi. So sometimes if you want to go further, sometimes the fees will go high into 1,000 per class. But in KLM, you are very special, you are very beruntung. You can join the class for free. Yeah, that's why we want to help our students in kuliah, in university to get the opportunity yang universiti lain tak ada actually. Not every university in Malaysia do have the minor package. Because most of the university just focusing on the basic package now. So that's why in our minor program, there will be another 5 courses, which is the three courses. Yang pertama, which is MND 2301, MND 2302, and MND 2303, which is focusing on the pronunciation, the student pronunciation. So we will drill back again students pronunciation. Sometimes along the process in the basic levels, budak rasa dia punya pronunciation akan ada tidak betul because student terlalu ramai join the class and your lectures cannot eager like betulkan awak punya pronunciation. But in minor courses, because those students who join the minor courses very small group, that's why you will have the opportunity dalam small group to get your pronunciation betulkan and learn how you're writing Chinese character very good and learn a lot more about the Chinese culture. Okay, and for another two courses, which is MND 3301 and MND 3302, which is focusing on the language proficiency, which is the Mandarin language proficiency adalah preparation for the students to know about the skills to sit for the HSK class exam. Which is, what is HSK? HSK is the test which is the students will get certificate after the test. That the certificate is very laku ya in the job kalau awak nak apply job. Okay, and of course 3302 is for the Mandarin workplace, which is we will guide you how to nak belajar you macam mana nak interview, how to write the resume, how to contact with your customer and everything regarding the workplace skills. Yeah, Nina. So I think it's a good idea in the students who join the minor package lah. Yeah.
I think it's although it's not that I would say in 4 years we cannot learn that much, because I understand how hard it is to learn Mandarin. Every single character has their own different meaning and process lah. It takes time, but then to have this basic foundation, the motivation for you to kickstart to deepen your knowledge in Mandarin is very important. So I think sebab ada minor dekat UIA ni, rugilah kalau tak ambil. Lagi-lagi Mandarin is one of the most orang kata semua sekarang fokus kepada China. Semua kena pandai Mandarin. At least basic pun dah okay. Tapi itulah like what Lausha said just now. To be honest lah kan, having 3 years of Mandarin, belajar Mandarin for 3 years is not really sufficient lah, to be honest, to really sell yourself. Cakap you are a fluent speaker. You are ready to meet people, strangers, and speak with them. It is, Nina tak nak cakap impossible, tapi you need a lot of effort. You really need to put in a lot of effort to reach that fluency, that proficiency, because again, unlike Korean, Hanggugo, we are not that exposed macam K-pop. Kita orang Malaysia, mereka cenderung kepada K-pop sebab Chinese ni dia tak macam mana dia tak that's macam mana orang kata, dia tak famous lah, tapi dia sangat-sangat perlu sebenarnya. I think because of the exposure. So bear in mind, in the long run, in the long term, bukan nak kata language lain tak elok, no. But look around us lah kan, pergi sana ni construction by Chinese punya company. Pergi sini tengok produk ni Chinese yang buat, Chinese made, China made. So if you are really interested, macam Lausha cakap tadi, if you're really interested in learning that language for work purposes, bukan nak social, bukan apa, tapi untuk work, you really need to put in more effort to master that language. Because betul lah, Lausha, susah. Mandarin ni susah.
Tapi betul ni, actually in current situation right now when the pandemic hit us and everyone is very hard to find a job. What you make apa yang membuatkan awak berbeza dengan orang lain? Everybody, like macam I said in my class, in your ITM also they do have the Mandarin class, in UPM they do have the Mandarin class, in UM they do have the Mandarin class. So we also have the Mandarin class, which is they learn about the basics levels. So what makes you all different when you want to apply the job? Like I say kan, everybody during the candidates interview, okay, oh, this from UM, this from UPM, this at UTM. Okay, everybody do have the Mandarin basics levels, and then suddenly you are from IIUM, and then you the only candidates who have the minor, and then they will look interest. Oh, what is minor? Because all the candidates cuma hanya ada basics. That's yang membuatkan you look different, faham tak? And actually bila belajar minor ni in my class, I'm still remember my students Fatin Afika, Saleha and everyone in my pronunciation class, phonetic class. They said that macam kita belajar like macam alif bata balik kan, belajar yeah, it's look like macam malu lah. Tapi to learn language, you need to put aside your malu. You need to put aside. If you rasa malu, you tak boleh pergi ke mana-mana. You cannot go, orang kata further if you have the perasaan malu to learn new things. Because if you put aside you punya, orang kata perjalanan akan lebih jauh. Because you don't have any barrier di hadapan you all. So put aside perasaan malu, put aside perasaan takut, because once you join, you learn, you know the process, because at the end of the journey you will get the results. You will get the specialty compared to other students from other university. Because right now in current situation, you need to find, orang kata, kelainan pada diri you. You boleh kata you belajar bahasa Melayu, you belajar bahasa Inggeris, you belajar bahasa Arab, tapi apa yang membuat you lain daripada orang lain? Skills, the soft skills is very important right now. The soft skills are very important right now, I'm telling you.
I have to agree.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the next slide we can go, yeah, about the process. This is what I'm doing during my studies. You look at, there is a lot of papers for practicing the characters, because it's not easy to remember the characters, because my student asked how to know, to memorize the character. I said that tak ada cara lain sebenarnya.
Alright. Tak ada formula.
Cara lain. There is no formula. You need to write down each and every single characters.
Okay, Lausha, Nina ada soalan. So,
Ya, Nina.
I was taught Mandarin. Nina ni cikgu kat sebelah pegang rotan. Tak hafal kena pukul. Cara Nina macam tu belajar sebab dari kecil. Tapi sebab Lausha, mungkin ramai lagi student boleh relate dengan Lausha sebab you didn't have any basics in Mandarin. So how did you, aside from classes yang dekat your university, how do you really asah you punya Mandarin? What apps you use, you know? Apa tips that you can give for future learners and also our yang tengah ambil minor sekarang lah.
Okay, for those students yang, I mean for the beginners students, I mean sometimes it's betul. You want to know, especially bila luar kelas. Sometimes bila your teachers, your lecturers giving lectures and then giving the notes, sometimes it's not enough for all of you to learn the language. You need to the outside apps. Yeah, this is the apps that you can learn, which is the one is Playco. The Playco is the dictionary, which is you can type the words, you can write because there is a write section. which boleh awak tulis the character if you want, you tak tahu. And then sometimes you can read the character, and then they will telling you, oh, what is the meaning of the character. This is the using of the Flico. Flico is very good lah if you want to learn the vocab, kan? It's very good. And then if you want to learn the characters, it's very good if you approach the Chinese writer, these apps. It's very good because dia ada beberapa peringkat HSK punya list of vocabularies, and then dia akan bantu you to memorize, to write. You tak perlulah use your paper. So you will repeat and repeat like play game. Okay, oh this stroke, play the stroke. They will help you learn how to practice your Chinese writing. It's very good apps for those students. And the another one is for reading exercise. Is about two Chinese. So two Chinese, the apps, they do have the pinyin part. And if you want, you tak nak tengok pinyin, you can tutup button pinyin and you will read Hanzi, the character part. It's very good if you want to learn. And they do have also different level. Contoh, you nak baca beginner level punya reading materials. So they will have show you, oh, this is the reading materials. If you want to read the intermediate level, so they will show you, oh, this is the intermediate level, and you will have it tunjukkan bagaimana nak baca. Contoh, you tak nak baca, you nak dengar, you want to practice your listening. Yes, you will play the button for the record and you will listen the record. So it's very interesting apps for learning at the beginners level. And another one is what are the YouTube channel. Sometimes students suka tengok YouTube, kan? Sometimes bila dia cari tu kan banyak sangat channel, tapi dia tak tahu nak tengok mana. Okay, for the kids and for the beginners lah, I think it's very good lah channel, which is you can go little for Chinese, because in this channel dia ada level-level tertentu, and they will do also story, lagu you want to learn, even though dia nampak macam kids punya style, but for beginners dia macam you masuk tadika tau, sebab you tak belajar anything. You tak tahu every single word. So like macam you masuk tadika. So it's a good. Dia macam menceriakan lah. You tak adalah nampak macam Mandarin is very hard sangat. So dia sangat menyeronokkan lah for you to subscribe to the channel. And another one, if you want to learn the grammar part, you want to learn about some short phrases, some short sentence, you can go to the Everyday Chinese. They will help you in grammar parts, in your sentence building. It's very good channel for you to look at the Everyday Chinese. Yeah. Okay, another part, I think there is another one. Okay, so this is the media part lah. Okay, because sometimes orang kata kita tak nak lah kan, asyik nak tengok apps, kita nak belajar macam tu kan, asyik belajar. Sometimes we want to learn secara informal style, kan? I mean, hear the song, ataupun tengok movie atau watch short video. Okay, right now it's a lot of platform. So especially TikTok lah, for those beginners yang nak belajar kan. There is a lot of orang kata TikTokers, guru yang akan tell you about the basics words for you to improve your vocabulary, kan? Let's say macam Mandarin, dunia Mandarin, and sometimes it's very good. Let's say macam you watch the Chinese punya live kan, they will also practice your punya listening and practice your punya vocabulary. I mean, it doesn't need you tengok a video. I mean, you watch how dia converse in real life. Sometimes in video dia dah recorded script kan keadaan tersebut. But in life is very, orang kata, ziran, sangat, orang kata macam mana?
Natural.
Ya, natural. Kita tak ada baca skrip. So dia sangat ziran. So kalau nak tengok dekat TikTok live is very good lah untuk learn. And another thing is I dapat tahu yang baru lagi House Club yang baru apps tu. yang Clubhouse.
Oh, Clubhouse.
Yeah, Clubhouse is also every night I tengok ada je banyak. There is people in a group punya discuss some topics, and sometimes I thought ada juga belajar Mandarin tengok.
Ada.
So you can join the group. So it's very good actually, the house club. Maybe students can go search the apps house club, and you can find a lot of groups there, and every night ada je people yang akan berdiskusi some topics, sometimes in Mandarin or in any language. So okay, so like macam ITE is very like if you want to watch drama ke, kalau kita QIY kan, orang Melayu sebut QIY, tapi in China they call it ITE, ITE, okay, not QIY lah. Okay, QIY banyak lah the Chinese movie you can watch. Yeah, depends pada you punya genre tu kan. You minat romance punya genre, you can find it the genre. So also like WeTV lah, banyak lah you can find it, Nina, actually.
Kalau Laushi suka tengok drama apa for now?
For now, okay, sekarang ni saya dah kurang sikit tengok drama sebab quite busy kan. Like before this, I'm suka tengok drama like macam drama yang school punya background, romance punya tu kan. Dia punya the Chinese punya dia tak sama macam Korea. Korea dia sangat sedikit tentang school punya background tu kan. Tapi Chinese punya dia selalu sangat ada drama cerita dekat sekolah. Saya perasan lah dia punya culture.
Betul. Dia
Okay.
Mandarin drama, Chinese drama ni, Nina ingat lagi dulu tak ingat apa English title dia, tapi dia Hei Tang Ma Chi To. Ada satu drama ni lah, lepas tu dekat sekolah kalau dah main drama tu mesti bincang kata nak jadi ni lah. Dia macam dia sangat cartoony tapi dia real person, faham tak? So I get you lah, I understand kenapa interesting sangat drama Chinese yang especially fokus dekat high school life. Dia macam itulah.
Lagi satu dia kalau macam Korean punya style is focusing pada orang kaya, orang miskin punya percintaan. No, in Chinese punya drama they not go for like general. Dia tak suka sangat pergi kepada orang kata orang percintaan antara orang kaya dengan orang miskin. No, you need to you find it interesting lah, sebenarnya banyak je. And Chinese punya drama sometimes yang the classic punya drama kan, it's very good juga sebenarnya. Banyak yang yang historical punya drama kan, like Tang Dynasty, Qing Dynasty punya. It's very good to learn the culture atau the history through the drama actually sebenarnya.
Satu yang sangat-sangat famous yang Nina ingat, Journey to the West. Siu Ji.
Yeah.
That's yang ada monkey. I think mesti pernah lalu lah dekat korang punya
I think pernah. Dulu NTV7 I think yang kartun NTV7 they do have the Journey to the West. Tapi I think that time dia alih bahasa to Malay or English, I thought. And another movie yang historical I think is very good sebenarnya, yang Fan Bingbing berlakon is Wu Zetian. About the emperor, the ladies emperor in China, which is a very good movie. You can watch how the storyline, how the dia punya cerita is very good. I think for some students who like the historical genre punya kan, historic punya genre, maybe boleh tengok Wu Zetian. Okay.
Agree. So there are many ways, to approach Mandarin language ni. You can go to YouTube, you can go to drama sites, social media. So, what is your advice, Lao Shi, for them to set the motivation to learn Mandarin? Macam, okay lah, money aside, salary aside, what is the other motivation yang student boleh pegang and betul-betul belajar Mandarin ni secara mendalam and ambil minor ni juga?
Okay, actually Mandarin is very, orang kata, sangat common language in Malaysia, which is compared to other languages like Japanese, French, Korea. Kita tak ada pun contohnya kan, students who learn to nak belajar Japanese or belajar French, and they can practice the language with the people in our country, kan. But in Malaysia you can use the language which is it's very common language that you can practice, okay, like your jiran. Okay, so the motivation for yourself is about, actually, macam mana nak cakap, objektif tu lah. Apa objektif you nak belajar? That's your motivation sebenarnya. And that's also my motivation, sebab kalau betul-betul I'm just focusing, kata alah cukup makan je lah belajar ni kan, alah I'm pun dapat scholarship every month, I will get money kan, and then saya tak perlu fikir pun belajar teruk-teruk, belajar nak tulis those characters, so I tak perlu fikir sebab the job is secured kan. So tapi for all of you learning yang which is, kita tahu that the job the language is very challenging, so you need to know what your objective first. So macam nak belajar bahasa ni like macam you are like baby kan. Okay, so kalau you just belajar, okay, your mom is like your teacher kan. Cikgu you macam your mom, you belajar tu. So your mom akan ajar you, okay, nak ajar at first word mama, everything. So your teacher will guide you. Tapi habis 3 level tu, your teacher dah tak ada dah. And then same juga dengan your current situation right now. Bila you dah besar, your mom takkan guide you to learn the language. You need to help yourself. You need to find it what your own motivation by yourself. You tak boleh minta orang lain untuk tolong you. You need to fikirkan diri you, apa objektif, apa yang you nak sebenarnya. Barulah you dapat bahasa tu sebenarnya. It's very orang kata susah. Tapi along the process you will get the motivation, I believe. Yeah. Sebab different people ada different objective. Okay, you need to make it, mungkin you kena cari kawan atau crime in partner belajar kan. So you will get the partner untuk practice. Okay, kalau contoh you learn seorang-seorang, I mean you go alone, you akan rasa mungkin akan boring. So you need to find, okay, jomlah ajak kawan. Okay, at the end of the day kita kata, okay, kita nak apa? Nak sambung belajar pergi China. So you ada motivation, you will guide or you will ask your friend together. Okay, so find it. InsyaAllah you will akan jumpa lah, I believe. Yeah.
True. Plus, kalau nak ambil minor dekat KLM, believe me, trust me, the lecturers sangat-sangatlah supportive, sangat-sangatlah motivating.
Yeah.
And even though Nina tak pernah belajar Mandarin dekat KLM, but my friends yang dah ambil Mandarin level 1, 2, 3, they enjoyed all the classes and they were very semangat lah, orang kata. Macam dulu masa kawan-kawan Nina ambil Mandarin, semua nak impresskan Laushe. Semua nak macam, Nina boleh tak check ni, tak nak salah, boleh tak check ni, tak nak salah. Because the lecturer himself, Laushe dengan Laushe Izzat kan tak silap, ada 2 lecturer Mandarin, sangat-sangat supportive, sangat-sangat membantu. Kalau korang nak tanya apa-apa, korang boleh terus pergi office dorang, boleh refer ke dorang. So bear in mind that all the language lecturers in KLM, they are very supportive and they understand our struggle, you know, because they understand that learning that language itself is not easy. So they are not adding any burden to you. Instead, they are lifting the burdens. They are trying their best to come up with the easiest way to learn Mandarin. Sebab bila Nina tengok macam mana kawan-kawan Nina belajar dengan Nina belajar dulu, it was totally different, you know. You guys are in a very comfortable punya surrounding. Because when I was in primary school, kiri kanan all my Chinese friends. So I had to learn Mandarin in Mandarin. And I had to learn Malay in Mandarin. Faham tak? So it's quite hard for me. Tapi sekarang dekat KLM, you bukan nak cakap you learn Mandarin in Malay, no, but you have that flexibility. untuk belajar Mandarin, guna bahasa Melayu, guna bahasa Inggeris. So the varieties lah. Mungkin bahasa Arab, Lausha pun boleh ajar dalam Mandarin dalam bahasa Arab. Boleh. Tak mustahil. So it is open to all lah. Nina nak cakap, although it's a foreign language, okay, we have French, we have Japanese, we have Korean, and we have Mandarin. All of these are foreign languages. Tapi we localize it. Maksudnya in a way that we are learning the language in our own comfort. Kita tak payah susah-susah nak pergi Beijing belajar, assimilate the culture. Tak payah. Sebab our lecturers pun dah, memang most of the lecturers dari universiti yang memang macam Lausha dari Beijing University, Sam tadi pun dari universiti kat Korea. So diorang bawa culture tu ke sini and spread it to all the KLM students. So in the future, kalau you nak further your studies in the foreign languages, korang dah ada head start. Macam contoh minor tadi pun ada culture kan, Chinese culture, and tak silap Japanese pun ada Japanese culture. So
Betul.
convenient, sangat-sangatlah convenient I think, and it's a waste kalau student tak ambil minor language, foreign language minor dekat KLM. Dia free, sangat-sangatlah interaktif, sangat-sangatlah fun sebab you get to learn with your friends, you get to learn in your own comfort. Lecturers pun sangat supportive and motivating. So I think students should grab this opportunity. And I think sekarang we can pergi ke Q&A session lah. Boleh Ocean?
Yeah, I think boleh. Yeah, so I think the last 话大佬学大佬就是adalah idioms. Maksudnya belajarlah sehingga until you tua pun. I mean to learn language tak ada, there is no barrier because I have experienced 60 umur 60 still nak belajar Mandarin. If you have the courage, you will get what you nak. Even though you kata umur you dah 20 something, it's hard lah Lausha. Tapi I experienced umur 60 still they want to learn language. So there is no barrier, tak ada penghalang. If you have the courage, if you ada niat, kesungguhan, there is always the ways, insyaAllah. Okay, so we open to the Q&A session.
Hendak seribu daya tak hendak seribu dalih. Alright.
Yeah.
Lausha ada prerequisite ke dalam subjek minor ni? Dari Anisha
Of course. Yeah. I think in every subject pun, setiap subjek, especially dalam language kan, perlu ada prerequisite. I mean contoh untuk untuk MND 2302, the prerequisite is from level 3. But if you want to go like macam Mandarin for workplace, the prerequisite only for the writing Chinese character. Okay, for those subjects semua for now you boleh macam phonetic, kita dah nak supaya tidak ada orang kata prerequisite. Also dengan culture, which is let's say you want to take level 3 and at the same time you want to take pronunciation at this, dalam satu semester. Tapi you need to get advice from your AA lah, academic advisor kan, whether you will academic workload tu cukup atau tak. Tapi you can in the same time. Tapi ada ya prerequisite. Tapi nanti boleh confirmkan balik lah, tengok balik dalam tabel ataupun dengan academic office or general studies unit coordinator. Okay.
Alright, thank you for the question. Next question dari Nur Fatin Afika. Lausha nak tanya, apa antara qualification nak sambung belajar Mandarin dekat China? Like kena ambil HSK exam first atau macam mana?
Okay, actually, okay, Fatih Afika, I remember this is my minor student in phonetic class. Okay, so untuk Afika, if you want to go further dekat China, okay, first maybe you can try dulu for the summer camp ataupun winter camp. Okay, so untuk those camp, you can apply it with scholarship. But you need to sit the HSK 3 minimum, and then if you pass, you can apply the scholarship under Confucius Institute, after the interview, if you pass, they will give it your scholarship. I think about per month dalam 1,200 renminbi, about 600 ringgit lah. Okay, and also they cover the fees, everything, the accommodation, the ticket flight, everything. You just bring yourself je kat sana. Tapi kalau you want to go further, sambung kepada like macam postgraduate or degree kan, okay, especially kalau postgraduate lah, usually they need HSK 6 lah, HSK 6 if you want to go further postgraduate master. And there is a lot of scholarship go to China actually, because some Malaysian students diorang actually bukan ambil Mandarin sahaja. If you do have the language, you can further in any bidang sebenarnya. Tourism, even though in Malay language actually you boleh apply job dekat sana. You do the basic skills of the Mandarin, but you can apply job in guru bahasa ataupun bahasa Melayu lecturers. Because bahasa Melayu in China right now is very orang kata bahasa yang mendapat sambutan. Everybody want to open the course in their university in China. Because they nampak peluang China invest a lot money in Malaysia. So they want to learn Malay. So that's why you need to find it, orang kata peluang dekat situ. You pun kena selit peluang di situ. You can use your language skill like bahasa Melayu. You can teach the students there. So it's very actually kalau you betul-betul cari peluang, banyak sangat peluang untuk awak semua dengan Mandarin language tu sebenarnya. Yeah. Okay, next. Will it took more than 4 years if take minor coursework? No, actually, because right now we open the minor course during the short semester. So if you discuss it with your AA, how you want to, let's say like macam I said before, next time in next semester you can get ambil level 3 at the same time you ambil phonetic. You boleh ambil maybe level 3 in the same time you ambil culture. Okay, tapi for the subject under writing characters, you need to pass level 3 first and then baru you boleh ambil the course. Usually I think about 3 years lah paling lama pun. 4 tahun tu lama sangat rasanya.
Kena plan
Dia kata
elok
also
lah.
when do, ya betul, kena plan elok. You can discuss it with your lecturers, with your academic advisor. They will help you sebab if you ask, you betul-betul berminat, they will help you. Dia takkan like macam abaikan you, kan? So also when do you recommend to start taking minor course or just follow the study plan? I'm first year, first sem. Okay, so for first year, first sem right now, the elective course is not open lah. But the first year, first sem, you can join the class at the first year, second sem. So you follow the prerequisite level 1, level 2 and level 3. But during the level 2 actually you can, for next semester you dah boleh ambil dah phonetic and culture sebenarnya sebab kita dah leave the prerequisite sebenarnya. Ya. Yeah.
Alright, next.
Boleh ke saya buat degree lagi di sana? Okay, boleh. Ya, yeah. Mungkin habis belajar kat sini you boleh apply sambung degree dekat China, boleh. Tapi I suggest better you sambung postgraduate kan. So kalau contoh you betul-betul dah ambil minor, actually kalau minor usually kita target at HSK 4. But if you betul-betul rajin, courage, nak gigih nak belajar, so it's easy untuk go for band 6 HSK sebenarnya. Actually HSK is about skill. If you know the skill, it's easy to pass the test. And then you get HSK 6, then you can apply lah postgraduate ke, lagilah you nak apply degree, lagilah senang kan. So it's not easy, tak susah pun sebenarnya. Okay, Wang Qiyu, okay. For Chinese students can directly take course from MND 2301, okay. for Chinese student, I mean for the native speakers, usually we not encourage lah because all of you dah ada basics knowledge kan in Mandarin. So because you are native speakers, by right it's very, but if you want to have the minor, I think yes you can. Because some students nak ada minor in their transcript. Yeah, in their resume tu kan. Because it's very, orang kata, mahal tau. Sebab not every university have the minor in your transcript. Because dalam transcript you, contoh kan, you are Bachelor of Arts Arabic in International Communication, minor in Mandarin language. So it's very mahal bila you tunjuk kat orang, oh this is you are the minor. So actually for Chinese students, bukan we not encourage, but you may join the class. Maybe during the class the lecturers will put you to another level exercise ke kan. It's not like macam the same level punya exercise ataupun modul atau bahan macam tu. Yeah, actually can, Wang Ji. Kalau saya start ambil basic Mandarin second year second semester, kiranya terlambat untuk siapkan minor. Not really second year second semester. If I said that baru nak start kan, dia nak ambil minor sebab short sem kita buka. Short sem kita buka. It depends pada demand lah. So kalau demand tu banyak memang kita buka sebab kita nak bantu awak kan. Tapi you kena bring along maksudnya cukup kawan lah. Tak boleh macam tiba-tiba and suddenly if the lecturers punya workload cukup and then demand tu tak banyak, maybe kelas tak buka. Tetapi if the demand banyak, maybe kita akan buka. Ya. Saya tak boleh extend SEM sebab terikat dengan scholarship. Ya, saya pun ada juga student yang macam ni. Ya. Tapi you actually kita boleh discuss how to look at your study plan macam mana. Kan? Ya. Tapi kita kena tengok dulu macam mana. Betul. Betul. Okay.
Alright, next question. Ooh, best question ni best.
Lausha, do you have any plan nak sama Malaysia? Yes, of course. I think semua saya rasa kalau once you dah berada di sana, actually I do have the plan before to further my master in China again, but 可惜的是because I have work and it's hard to me to apply the study leave, so maybe I will apply during my PhD. So yeah, inshallah pray for me for finish my master.
加油老师。
Okay, short sem boleh ke ambil direct to subject minor terus? Yes, bergantung kepada your punya academic workload. But you need to discuss, everything is need to discuss with your academic advisor. Yeah, you need to have the discussion with your academic advisor, and then after you show the study plan and your academic advisor bagi green light, dia kata okay ni boleh ni, tak ada masalah. So kita pun tak ada masalah. In our part, we are welcoming all students to join the minor program. Okay, tapi you need to get the green light from your academic advisor lah.
Yep. Nina rasa betul lah. You really have to plan well your study plan. Sebab kita nak belajar kan, apart from the minor courses, we also want to focus on our core courses. So dia kena study smart, kena work smart. Dia jangan work hard, dia kena work smart.
Yeah.
Alright, so ada tak lagi question? I think we can take 2 more questions from the audience before we itulah masa mencemburui kita. So I think okay, satu question from Nina. Kalau Laush boleh makan satu Chinese punya cuisine, makanan Chinese, what would you eat every day?
I will eat the orang panggil gansu punya makanan, which is gansu ni the most Chinese Muslim there lah. And the gansu ni like macam the orang panggil sate Cina, kita panggil yaro chua. Hayo dia punya lanjo, lamian, mi tarik kan. Very special and very delicious lah. Kalau memang saya craving lama lah kalau boleh nak makan. Sebab dia tak jumpa lagi dekat Malaysia yang sama apa ni taste from dekat China tu.
How totally understand. Betul lah.
Okay, another thing, regarding the minor program, I need to orang kata clarify untuk kena terangkan about the minor is itself because macam mana nak cakap ya? I think some students had asked me before regarding about taking minor, and then they need to get another one course. Dia perlu ambil satu course untuk cukupkan orang kata kolom elective. Sebab right now the total bawah minor is 21. But macam mana nak cakap it's hard lah nak explain PIC.
Okay. Although kita ada minor, Nina rasa macam although kita dah ada minor, but we still have our compulsory elective yang kena complete before we graduate.
Betul.
So you really have to ikutlah study plan tu and then selitkan your minor in any semester that you have. So again, you have to bincang and plan with our academic advisors. Kalau tak nak terus approach lecturer pun daripada KLMSS sendiri, Kuliah of Languages Student Society sendiri, kami ada academic officers kami dari academic division, so you can just refer to us lah. So again, nak cakap minor dalam languages ni bukan maksudnya you don't have to take other electives dekat KLM ni. So alright, Nina rasa
Okay. Tadi the last the one is Shuhada. I forgot what she asked the question.
Dua minor
boleh
serentak.
ambil dua. Okay, I think I dah answer before, boleh. Tapi perlu discussion dengan, I tak kata boleh, tapi you need to discuss dengan EE. Sebab kami, kita welcoming, tapi kalau kata your department kata you cannot, so we tak boleh lah. Sebab the decision is not from come from us, it's come from your department punya approval kan. Sebab dia orang kena tengok juga whether you enough ataupun you cukup lagi tak, ataupun contohnya dah terlebih-lebih dah elective kan. Dah ambil dah, contohnya dah ambil Korean, you dah ambil Japanese, banyak dah ni, and then you nak ambil Mandarin lagi banyak. So mungkin tak boleh, kat situ IIU mungkin boleh bagi your advice macam mana. Okay, tapi everything macam Nina and I said before, kena ada discussion lah. Okay.
And then Nina nak highlightkan satu benda ni yang Nina nampak trend dulu. Ambil level 1 Chinese, level 1 Korean, level French, semua touch and go. I don't think it's a really good idea to do that because although dia ada dalam transcript korang, but I would say it wouldn't add any value to you because you do not have any specialization. Okay? For me personally, because I know Mandarin, because I have bukan basic lah, I think because I'm fluent in Mandarin, it helped me a lot in learning Korean. Okay, so you have to take language one step at a time. Okay, you want to be a polyglot yang kata satu orang boleh belajar banyak-banyak bahasa dalam sekaligus. Okay, you can be that, but you have to bear in mind yang kita punya major apa. NCOM, we are still NCOM students. We cannot put NCOM aside and focus kepada languages. Lepas tu language nak ambil semua language sekali. So dalam transcript ada French, ada Japanese, ada Mandarin. Tapi bila kita nak suruh bercakap in any one of these languages, dia jadi loading. So we do not want to produce those kind of undergraduates lah, to be honest.
And another thing also, Nina, I would like to remind some students kan, please jangan, I know some student dia tak lompat-lompat language, but sometimes they take the language kan, contoh dah tinggal 2 semester And then suddenly you try to come at the level 3, and you know bila you dah tinggal 2 semester, sometimes the syllabus might be changed sedikit, and then you cannot orang kata control dia punya pace tersebut. And then students yang the new students will follow the pace, but yang you dah tinggal tu semester, you dah tak tahu macam mana nak belajar balik. And it's very hard to the teachers also, the lecturers, to help you because at the 3 basic levels ramai kan. So
Betul-betul.
kita tak boleh focusing pada you sahaja, and bila you kata nanti Lao Shi tak bantu saya, tapi you need also to find to help us juga kan.
Alright, okay. I think this is the last question from Nur Shuhada.
Yeah.
Boleh tak explain
Regarding
sikit pasal HSK?
yeah.
How do you
Okay,
think
so
of it?
HSK there is a two part of apa ni cara, bukan cara, kita panggil dua test. Satu writing test and another test is a spoken test. So HSK is writing test. Another spoken is kita panggil HSKK, which is HSKK kita panggil 汉语水平口语考试。Okay, yang HSK kita panggil 汉语水平考试 ataupun proficiency test lah. So about the HSK, for now dia ada 6 band atau 6 level. So for those yang nak ambil, the center ada banyak sekarang. Kalau before this we just ada center dekat UM only. So sekarang kita dah ada in UMS Sabah kita ada. And we do have the center in Shah Alam UiTM. We do have a center in Gambang UMP, and we do also have the center in UM campus. So there is a lot of campus yang you boleh register the test. So setahun I think ada dalam 2 or 3 times HSK punya. And the cost fees dia tak mahal pun, 100 lebih. I think it is berbaloi for all of you to sit the test in order to know at which category you punya band kan. And let's say kan you dah habis minor and then you want to apply the job. Let's say you dah 3rd year and then you another 1 year. I'm suggesting you to take the test after you dah 4th year. Jangan ambil awal sangat sebab the test dia ada expired date. 2 years only. So contoh kan bila you dah nak apply job, sijil tu dah tak laku, so rugilah pada you. So please manage your time. You can ask us, your lecturers, how you want to sit the exam. Your lecturers will help you about the skill. Kita orang pun boleh bantu juga secara tak langsung. Okay.
Definitely. Alright, I think we
Yeah.
are at the end of this session already. Thank you so much, Lao Shi, for sparing your
Yeah.
time and sharing your experiences with us. I hope everyone has benefited from this program lah. So any last words, Lao Shi, before we end the session?
Thank you for the organizer KLMSS and the Language Club for inviting me for this session. It's very fruitful session for us to share about the language and the minor package to all the students who want to join kan. Right now it's very, everyone nak belajar soft skills mana. So it's very good session for us to share with all of you what we have and what you can get from the kuliah itself. I think thank you very much for the hospitality from all of you. I'm very glad to join the program today. Thank you.
Alright, this is Lao Shi. So before we end this session, okay guys, don't forget to EC the attendance and also the evaluation form. Let us know how we can improve to make our future sessions more beneficial for all of you. So thank you so much for this. I think we have flew to 4 countries: Japanese, France, Korea, and also China. I really hope that our minor packages will be filled with students next time.
Yeah.
So inshallah, I think if you have any questions, you can refer to all the lecturers in KLM, or you can also refer to us, the KLMSS. And I think that is all. 大家晚上好，谢谢大家。
OK，晚上好，谢谢
Thank
你
you so
们。
much. Okay, thank you 老师。
一想到你我就，空恨别梦久。